The problem is I'm no longer just going to kill you now. I'm afraid that was the old way. The new way is to remove you from existence entirely. Well, I did not get to record the video of me enjoying whiskey and watching and reading as everyone discussed the FAQ and the most wanted list. But when I was reading it and I got to the part about the one-off Astro, it wasn't what I would do, but I respect the choice. And and I was imagining having to make that choice, and I mean, it's not what I would have done. I would have made Astro the first Astro you score get the token, but I suppose having a one-off is much more elegant, and I never went aboard the Astro train, but I feel sorry that those that had to get off. And not to mention, after all this kerfuffle, we got the third data pack. Don't even know what it's called yet, so... Okay. Just Okay, ooh, see, this looks nice. See, this looks Ginteki. Breathe. The third data pack is called Escalation. Alright, I'm going to make a prediction now. The first data pack, we see a small spike in the power curve with hard-hitting news and null. Second data pack, lots of single one influence splashes. In this pack, he's going to break the game. You thought Faust was bad. You thought David was bad. You thought AstroScript and Sansan were bad. I have a feeling that in this pack, we are going to see some real cards that they're going to be like, nope, ban it with fire. I just have a feeling it's going to happen. And I have a feeling that it's going to focus on Wayland and Criminal, because that's what was the feeling I was getting through the other packs. Whether it's going to be a single spike to Wayland or a general increase in corporation power, we will find out. See, I love this. I want this on a mat. She flicked her left wrist and projected the third image of her target one last time. Greg Logan, lawyer, NBN Surveillance Contacts Team. Hair blonde, skin brown. Height 172 centimeters. The metric system. So I'm assuming it's not in America. She didn't know why Ginteki wanted him and didn't care. Her part wasn't to question. Ooh. But wasn't this Khan woman in the last pack? Or actually, you know what this reminds me of? This opening thing, it reminds me of, not Shadowrun. Yeah, it is Shadowrun. On Sega Genesis, you had to extract people from the corporation, and they're like a new corporation was waiting for them. This makes me laugh. Fancy Light Games is proud to announce the upcoming release of Escalation, the third data pack in a Flashpoint cycle for Android Netrunner. Welcome to New Angeles. In the wake of the 23 Seconds incident, the city has plunged into chaos. The chaos has led to rioting. Amid the rioting, people have died. Some died on the streets in bloody encounters with Presec. Some died quietly, targeted by assassins. Some simply disappeared. Yanked off the grid in an age when an act of skirting surveillance and the ever-present network is nearly, but not completely, impossible. With its 60 new cards, 3 copies of 20 each cards. Okay, so no consumer grade, which is sad because I quite liked Alliance as a custom Vertex player. I love that. Escalation carries us deeper into the Flashpoint cycle and the tensions pulling New Angeles apart at the seams. As courts more aggressively lock down their assets and hunt down their rivals, the runners gain new decoders. Okay, so that's mostly for shapers. Maybe we could finally have the theme where decoders have high strength and maybe like high strength and lots of subroutines, but the breakers can always match that. Just maybe anyway. Forget about that. No. Decoders are tall, so there may be one subroutine and high strength, and sentries are wide, lots of subroutines but very low strength, and barriers are somewhere in the middle. Anyway, back to this. Escalation carries us deeper into the flashpoint cycle, the tensions pulling new energies apart at the seams. As the corpse goes to access some of the rivals, the runners gain new decoders and a new incentive to uncover and reveal the truth of the corpse activities. But if they hack the corpse, can they still survive? There's still plenty of meat damage, net damage, and brain damage on the menu, along with cars that make a trash of the runner's rig and stack. Finally, because the runner has so much recursion nowadays. Helium beta test! Oh, I could see that helium beta test. I can't read for that. Oh, okay. Houdini? Magic. Black Oracle. Okay. Houdini's decoder, 2 strength. Oh, we're going to have the alpha tests. We're going to have the Helium test series. Observe and destroy. I don't even know what it does yet. But let me guess. Okay. If the runner has more than, I'm going to say more than 10 credits, you may trash one resource. That's what I'm guessing. Scarcity of resources. Nice. Okay. Well, actually, what does this Black Oracle say? Whenever something happens, you may install something from your heap, paying its install costs. Anarch gets recursion, and that's going in exile. Scarcity of resources. Operation current. This card is not trashed. Blah 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 blah. Stolen. The install cost of each resource is increased by 2. Oh, that's so good. Scarcity against Anarch. Observe and destroy. Grey Ops. The player only if the runner has fewer than 6 credits. As an additional cost to place operation, remove 1 tag. Trash 1 installed card. Okay. So if they're tagged and you've got less than 6, you can trash 1 card. Quite good. The tags would be annoying to land, but being able to pick the card you trashed is important, especially a blacklist. I want to know what beta test does. Finally, Escalation unveils 2 new aggressively minded identity cards, one for Jinteki and the other for the Anarchs that started this whole mess. Omar Kung, the conspiracy theorist, I knew it. He was in one of my blurbs. There are some who suspect that the 23 seconds incident, the resulting financial collapse, the fragility of the credit, the chaos and the bloodshed in the streets, new entities, all originate from the schemes and dreams of a 71-year-old conspiracy theory named Omar Kung. Oh, he's 71. Oh, nice. So how do you let everyone... Oh, he's based on the same guy that was from Donut Games, isn't he? I believe. Okay. Breathe it in. Oh my god. Click. Make a run on archives. If successful, instead treat a successful run on another central server. Use this ability only once per turn. 45, 12, 50. Oh wow, he's got a criminal ability. So my question is, do you still got to access the main server or just treat it like such? That's very interesting. Because that virus that gives you counters for running an R&D. Yeah, so maybe we might get started cards that target R&D. That's just evil. This aging Chinese man is balding. His back is slightly humped. His face is marked by liver spots. And he might even enter data manually in an old style console. Oh, let's see what it says. Oblorous, I wonder what that means. Your maximum hand size increased by 1 for each tag you have. Oh, he's gonna be a... Oh, he's gonna be a... Tag me. The first time a successful on R&D or HQ ends each turn, draw 1 card for each card you access during that run. So I'm assuming that if you do make a run on archives, you can treat it like a run on R&D and the access from R&D. Because if you made a run on archives, treated it as a run on R&D, but you still access the cards in archives, you draw all the cards, 1 card for each card in archives, which is just madness. All the same, this is a man who may have dealt with a corpse, the greatest blow they've suffered in recent memory. In the game, the years of work that Omar spent in preparation for the 23 seconds instant are represented by his unique game ability. Effectively, it offers you a 3 built-in version of Sneak Door Beta. Okay, so it's Sneak Door Beta. That can hit either R&D or HQ, but only once per turn. If his unique ability with his focus on running against archives feels truly anarch, his very presence in the data pack is even more anarchic. Omar Kong's appearance marks the first time that we find 2 IDs from the same faction within a single cycle of cards. The whole Flashpoint cycle kicks off the 23 seconds. That data pack gives us null. But even that one as idea isn't quite enough anarchy for the cycle, focusing on financial caps of ensuing chaos. Null is good, and he burns their eyes, but Omar needs to appear in the Flashpoint cycle as well. If the rooms are 2 and Omar Kong is responsible for the 23 seconds instant, then his runs have done more than burn down a layer of ice and a server. He has crushed the value of credits itself. Jinteki's potential unleashed. Amid the chaos and the escalating tensions in New Angeles, the 4 major corps all reveal their sharper, more aggressive natures. Oh, so these are going to be like the core set but better. It's making version 2 of all the cards from the original first cycle. In Escalation, Jinteki bares its teeth with new potential unleashed identity. I love this, just looks like a razor blade. Jinteki potential unleashed. 45-12, whenever the runner takes at least 1 net damage, trash the top card of the stack. Your better nature. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, so we saw MBN get a bit more serious and scary, and it has same kind of artist from the first cycle. Now Jinteki continues that tradition. So whenever you take 1 net damage, you got to trash the top card of the runner. That's sick. And especially if you've got Chronos Project, you're going to be losing cards. That's just sick. So I suppose these ones are all going to be 45-12 because they've got less influence. Like the personal evolution identity from the core set, Jinteki's potential is all about net damage. However, whereas personal evolution identity was a bit more reactive, triggering only when your gems were score stolen, the new potential least identity is a constant menace. It doesn't guarantee that the runner suffers the same thing when he scores one of your agendas, but it forces him to find answers to your Kamainu. Oh, that's sick. Think about Kamainu, because Kamainu isn't 1 instance of your hand size net damage. So let's say 5. So it isn't just going to be 1 instance of 5. It's going to be 5 instances of 1. So you're going to lose 5 cards off the top of your stack if you hit a Kamainu on the face. That's just. And if you hit a snare you just lose 1 card. Oh, but shocks are going to be so annoying. Oh, it's just going to be so annoying. And Nua Katana or suffered damage not only to his grip but to the stack as well. That's one of the key differences here, realizing that they very well suffer some of their net damage along the way. Runners have historically run early against Jinteki, saving their last 2 or 3 clicks to draw back up to the maximum hand size if necessary. Even so, personal evolution decks often manage to bleed out foolhardy runners, slicing their decks apart with 1,000 little cuts. Potential niche cuts down the number of cuts needed to flatline runner by roughly half. If a runner face checks a piece of ice like DNA tracker, let's see what it does. Net tracker. Oh, okay. 8 cost code gate. Strength 6, 3 influence. Do 1 damage, runner loses 2 credits. Do 1 net damage, runner loses 2. Oh. When your ID is flagged with your genetic profile, privacy doesn't really exist. That's just sick. That's just nasty. So 1 net damage, so you're losing 6 credits, 3 net damage, and 3 cards off the stack. Oh, that's just nasty. Why would you? Ugh. Oh, come on, HP better get some nasty stuff too. It better. Jinteki's potential unleashed ID ensures that the runner not only loses 3 cards from his grip, but another 3 cards from his stack. With any luck, those 3 from the stack may even include Mevi access. Oh, and same old thing. The runner might have hoped. The runner might have hoped was going to save him from the incessant net damage, but the ID also doubles effectiveness of Neural EMP. True. So you can do 1 net damage and make him lose 1 card of stack, burning through 2 of the runner's cards. You may even spark a new interest in Sherlock. Oh yeah, because if Sherlock puts it on top of the stack. Not necessarily. No, because just because you get rid of a card that was installed, they might not necessarily want it. Ooh, Project Kunisagi. A 2-0, fine. Oh, 2-0. Ooh. When you score Project Kusanagi, place 1 agenda counter on it for each advancement token over 2. Host agenda counter. Choose 1 piece of ice to do 1 net damage after all its subroutines for the remainder of this run. Interesting. I was wondering when we get agendas like this. So install advance. They run it or they don't, and then you just put 5. It's 5 and 2 turns to get 3 counters on that. At most, that gets you 3 cards from the grip. Kumainu would be for the kill if you get it off completely. But anything else, they'll probably get kicked out of the server before they probably get hit and end the run before they hit that. So it's not really worth it, really. Of course, the ID is best when you have ice that features multiple net damage subroutines rather than a single subroutine with a large chunk of net damage. To that end, Escalation also offers Project Kusanagi an agenda that is utterly worthless to the runner, but can help you transfer ice with multiple subroutines into tools of ultimate destruction. Even ice that the runner might typically view as relatively benign, for example, Errand Boy. Okay, that's a good point there. Becomes a cheap ice that can help you earn credits and draw cards, even as it rips cards out of your opponent's grip and stack. Things are heating up, the damage is not being contained, 60 cards. Yeah, even though the energy may be the same, see the corpse, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got something else there, so I'll read it out completely. The damage has not yet been contained. The new cards from Escalation stand as proof. Yet even though new energies may never be the same, we already see the corpse and runners falling back to their old tropes, albeit with new twists. And it's not just the Anarchs and Jiteki that have big boosts from Escalation. You'll find plenty new tricks for each of the factions, including Wayland. Here we go, like I said, whose more aggressive stance mean they're plenty happy to hunt for their foes door to door and make them go boom. Okay, I told you. I didn't even know. Okay, let's see. Door to door is going to be about tagging. Escalation is going to be, boom's going to be about meat damage. I can tell. Door to door. Oh, I love this already. I just love this art already. It's current Black Ops. Okay. When the runner's turn begins. Oh my goodness. So you play it on your turn, and when the runner's turn begins, trace 1. If successful, do nudge if the runner. If successful, do one meat damage if the runner is tagged. Otherwise, give the runner 1 tag. So every turn you get to give them, you get to trace them for money. Oh, that's sick. So you play it down. Ah, so if you got more, that's just sick. I knew it. I love this art. So, okay, so I mean, I could play some custom botics 2 at 2 influence. That's fine. Put it down. Make sure I got more money. Oh, but it's going to be their turn. They can just so if I dump my money into this, they're just going to pay the 2. That's a good point. Yeah, I can use it to res Zealous Judge, I imagine. That's about it. Yeah, so okay, it's on their turn. So calm down. Okay, it's on their turn. So that they just pay 2 credits and lose a click. But let's see what Boom has to say. Oh god, I'm so excited. Oh, Wizard, love it. Oh, Wizard's dead. Wizard's dead. Oh, I love this art. Oh my god, is that a tank missile? Double Black Ops play only if the runner has at least 2 tags. As an cost to place, do 7 meat damage. Game over. Oh, it can be trashed. This operation can be trashed. Oh, that's sick. If you got 2, that's sick. 2 tags is no joke. That's a tank missile. That's no joke. That's no joke. That is, oh, how much influence is that? 3. Okay, that's just, wow. That's just something to think about. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Plascrete is going to be the only way to counter that. It's just, wow, they really did give some weight and some power there. I think 1 to trash is a bit much. I think it should have been 3 credits to trash it, but no, I was right. It's just sick. That's just okay. Okay, let's go back to. Let's just read this flow of text here. Why does that even say? I can't even read it properly. The event is now referred to as the Water Tower Massacre. No one was ever indicted, and no one knows who paid the price. And no one knows who paid the team responsible. That's just sick. It's just sick. Yes, I told you. Oh, this game's getting so good now. Oh, thank you, Damon. Thank you. This game's getting so good now. Oh, okay. Unaf test when is access this turn installed successful take. I don't know what beta test does, but it might be spot removal as well, because we've seen spot removal detecting in the form of resources with photo intimidation. We've got observe and destroy here for their own, for NBN's version of resource removal, and we know that Helium alpha test was a very weak form of resource removal. So I have a feeling that Helium beta test might be a very stronger form of that. And I can probably slot Black Oracle into my Exile deck. And if Houdini turns out to be a really good decoder, I can probably take out my Torch as well. So that was that. I hope you all had as much fun as I have with this. Oh, this is bloody amazing. Okay, just gonna stop drooling now.